Hi, I have in front of me here a HDMI to Wi-Fi adapter for use with the Airplay feature on Apple devices. Basically, the idea of this is to allow you to create a local Wi-Fi network, which will mean that you can pull up an app on your phone and send it directly to a TV like this. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to just give an overview of exactly what comes in the outer box, and then we'll go into some detail about how it's set up and actually start viewing content directly onto the screen. So the first thing to note here is that it comes in this outer box here. We have a Wi-Fi a dongle manual here, okay? And what we have is the main event here, which is the actual Wi-Fi adapter here. So we're just going to pull the cover off, and we'll see that there's a HDMI output on it, which would obviously insert directly into the HDMI port on the TV. If we wanted it, we could actually use this adapter cable, which comes in the kit as well. What that means is we can just shove it into a much tighter spot, okay? And the other thing to note here is that just HDMI on the other side. To actually power it here, we have a micro USB input here, which I'm going to slide in. And there's a USB connection on it on the far end. And what we do is we connect directly onto that, and it means that we can just power the thing either off a USB charger or more likely off a USB port on the TV itself. Okay, we have a reset button here. It's a little silver button. We can use this for two things: for flicking modes, because this can be used directly with an Apple or an Android device. We can see here, if we look at the actual screen, it'll be marked DNLA, which means suitable for Apple, and if it said Miracast there, which we could do by simply flicking it over, it would flick over to Miracast, and then we could use it with Android devices. Or if we pressed it in and reheld it, we can actually just reset the Wi-Fi adapter very quickly. So if we look at what's being displayed on the screen, it's important to note this is not actually connected to anything yet. This is just a menu structure coming directly off of the Wi-Fi adapter itself, and it's onto the screen here. So what I'm going to do at this point in time is I'm actually just going to pull step around to the side. I'm just going to pull up the menu structure here on the settings and just show how we connect this onto our Wi-Fi network, or how we would set this up and put it onto the local thing. So I'm just going to go into the Wi-Fi setting in here, and we can see here that we have a dongle here we want to connect to. It's asking us for the password, and I know the password is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's actually being displayed on the screen over here. And I'll just click join here. I'm just going to select this here now. And what I'll do at this point in time is, it's connected on, I'm just going to pull up the bottom menu here. And I'm just going to turn off the rotation thing, and I'm going to click on Airplay. So I'll choose the dongle here and say I want to mirror it. Okay? So we have that brought up on the screen. I'm just going to stand up here now. And I'll bring it back. I'm flicking back through the different menus and I'm going back to the main thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to rotate this around, and we can see we can display it there directly, okay? And if I wanted, we'll say I could come along and I could, we'll say, bring up, I could bring up the security cameras on our thing here and simply display that directly onto it. Or what I could do here is, in this particular mode, it's actually best just local content. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come along here, and I'm going to just start shooting the video here. So just take a minute here to just focus in, and what we'll do then is we can just hold it up here, and now we just have it there. So now it's just set up fully on the thing. So we can see we can develop there, or I could pull it down, start taking photographs, going into past photographs, displaying it directly onto the screen. So for that extent, it just works really, really well. The other thing you'd obviously normally do is you'd be using it with locally stored content directly onto the thing. Now we have a second video in the series where we're going to do it, and we're going to show another way of setting this up, where you can actually have it set up where you have your phone connected both to your Wi-Fi network to pull down your broadband connection and also onto this dongle at the same time. And that's really good because it allows you to stream stuff and put it directly on. So we're going to cover that just in a separate video in this series. But this is anyway an overview of the HDMI to Wi-Fi adapter for use with the Airplay feature on Apple devices.